Okay, hello, everybody. I am so excited to welcome you to our March celebration. I can't hardly believe that we are really at the end of March already. It seems like we just started March, but I hope it's been a really good month, and I hope that you're thinking of all of the things to look forward to as we move into April. Warmer weather, being outside more frequently, our gut health protocol that's coming up in just just next week. We kicked off our prep today. Just so many great things like spring break, and we're getting closer to summer, right? All of those things I just really, really love this time of year, and all of the many things that we have to look forward to. And I really, really love kind of that attitude of it just feels good to kind of shed and declutter and just put in order a lot of things. And I think this is a perfect time of year to do that, right? We start out the year with great intentions and a lot of things that we want to do and accomplish. And this is a really great point to say, okay, how am I doing, right? Take some inventory. How am I doing? How am I doing on my goals? Have I forgotten about those? Do I even remember what I set up? And be able to kind of set yourself up for success and to kind of redo. In the Purpose Collective, what I really love about teaching in this small group mastermind is that we do what I call a mini year. So each 12 weeks, we're kind of resetting our goals. And what's amazing to see is that within that 90-day window, right, within that 3 months, people are accomplishing so much, you guys. Like when we set ourselves a timeline and we kind of condense that, instead of just setting a big goal for the end of the year, where with the Pareto principle, what that is it means that we get 20% of the work done in 80% of the work done in 20% of the time, right? Which means that we're all procrastinators, right? We will all always wait till the last 20% of whatever time that we have and whatever time we give us to move forward and hit the goal, right? So if you set a 12-month goal, you're going to be waiting clear till like November, December to start really, really working on that goal. But if you set a goal that you wanted to hit by April 1st, right, and you started tackling that the last 20% of the time, like this just squashes to make more of an impact. So I highly encourage you to take some time to do some house cleaning on your goals and really look how you want to reset yourself and set a shorter time frame. What do you want to accomplish between now and the start of summer, right? That's about where we're at, right? So where do you want to be when we hit June 1st, when we go into the second half of this year? How much can you get done? How much progress can you make by starting right now and really focusing in and really working hard? So much more than you think you can. And being here, having support in the community, in a place that you show up and give yourself that accountability to, will make all of the difference. All right, you guys, let's dive into, let me see if I can share my screen here. I've got some slides for you. Let's dive into our celebration for March. So I just love this graphic. I had to use it because spring is springing, and I love, 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 love that. All right, so let's go over a few announcements first. So within our BOD group, our April 5th group will be, it's called Bring It On Spring Bootcamp. So again, all of our groups within the BOD group are 21 days. So we focus in for 21 days to move ourselves forward, and then take a week to kind of recap, and do something fun and reset. So this group will start April 1st, April 4th. So in this week, I really want you to dig into your Bootcamp Bible. I really want you to do some of those questions and goal setting and just really figuring out your why. Go take some time to dig into that and go back through it. I'll post the Bootcamp Bible in case you're not sure where yours is. I'll post that again tomorrow in the BOD group, but really get intentional with using this week that you have to really prepare yourself to really think about what you want to do going into these next 90 days. But this is going to be a really fun boot camp. We're gonna focus in on some decluttering and just clearing ourselves and just really stepping into something new. So I'm super excited about what we have going on in the BOD group. Secondly, I do want to remind you, refer your friends, right? It's so much fun, you guys. It really does impact you so much when you bring people into the circle of what is working for you and where you want to have fun. One, it helps them, right? Because instantly they have somebody that they know and somebody to do this with. 2, it helps you because when we help other people, like that is next level on putting ourselves on accountability, right? Because it helps us to know, and we want others to be successful. And when we do, like we up our game and become more successful too. And then it just makes it more fun when we have a lot more people. So again, refer a friend. It really is the best compliment that you can give to me, and let's make this group even bigger and better than it can be. So I've got thank you gift for you, for every friend that you refer. And if you go here to this form, or just let me know, I can send you the link that you can fill that out and earn your rewards. I'm so excited for you guys. Second group this month, we actually started prep today, our Love Your Gut group. So this is the group going through the 4-week gut protocol, and also 4 weeks for every body. You guys, I really want you guys in this group. I really want you to do this program. If you do it now, I think you're going to be so insane, like thankful that you did. If you choose to do it after you see everybody get results, like that's no problem. But I think you're all going to really want to do this. It's such a great opportunity for us to really see what works for our body, what we really need, what food can really do. And an extra incentive to jump in, if that isn't enough for you, to really make some of those changes and adjustments. That's really going to help you to feel your best, help your body help you the best, to be able to support your weight loss, to get better sleep, to work through issues like inflammation, skin problems. All of those things are so much tied to our gut. But if it's not enough, like I am also including membership into my Mind and Body Confidence Camp, which I this is going to be the beta round. It's actually going to be the only time this class is taught live. And we're going to really dig into that mindset piece, right? And that self-care and that self-love. Because it's so important to do the inner work. If we're not doing the inner work while we're trying to get healthy on the outside, it will never last for us, because really where all of those things stem, right? Where when we find ourselves not being able to say no to the treats, when we find ourselves feeling guilty about things that we eat, when we find ourselves making up food rules about things that we can and cannot have, all of that stems from our thoughts. It all comes from here. And when you can learn to rewrite that story, and when you develop that new narrative and you learn to love who you are, no matter what the weight is, right? Without waiting on that weight, that is when you will step into greatness, not only with your health, but it will actually exponentially apply and start moving itself to other parts of your life, right? Because it's important that we know that we need to become that person that we want to be before we're going to see the results that we want to do. So that's what I'm going to train you to do, is to really use your mind, to use that body connection, to be able to find that confidence, to live into that person that you see in your mind, that you visualize that you want to become, that you can really make that happen. So you can still join through Thursday. Enrollment will close for this group on Thursday, but get involved as soon as possible so that you can take advantage of prep week, that you can have some fun with us. We're working in a private Facebook group. And again, you'll get free membership to that Mind and Body Confidence Camp, which is $125 value. And it's the only time that this will be taught live, only time. After that, you can still take advantage of doing that group, of having that course, but it's going to be just modules and something that you kind of do on your own. So, all right, you guys. Let's look at some upcoming events. So I have been digging into this new book by Mel Robbins, The High Five Habit. And if you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend that you just start. So in conjunction with what I've been developing and teach for the Mind and Body the Mind and Body Confidence Camp, this book is such a great complement, because it's really all about starting to recognize ourselves and to see the good in us, right? We've just like trained ourselves so much to just look for the things that need improvements, to look for the things that we could have done better, to extend ourselves to serve others, but never to fill our cup up. This is a book that I think you're really going to love. That's really going to help be very transformational to help you make those changes and adjustments. So We don't always have a monthly book club, but this one is going to be a book of the month, and I'm going to talk about it through the month. We're going to have a few meetups to do some things, some fun things around the book. So if you want to join us, make sure you grab that book. I also wanted to, again, mention our Sunday meditations. So we do these every week at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And you guys, it's so phenomenal. Like, I just can't even tell you how much it's going to help your week until you come, right? Until you come and see and become a part of this, because it really is such a great way to start your week, to fill your cup, to be with your sisterhood, right? To be around all of our team and just have fun. We usually take about 5 minutes and we just chat and catch up. And then we do our meditation, which are usually, I try to keep them to 10 minutes. So it's very short and very accommodatable to all schedules. Now, if 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time does not fit for you, as far as the time that you can join, then I'm going to invite you to participate through the bot group. So a couple of you came to me and said, I really want to participate, but I can't come at that time. So that's a way that we can kind of record that so that it's available for you. So you can watch it live in the bod group at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, or if you need to watch it later, you can just go in there. It'll be posted there every Sunday that you can go in and you can do our meditation with us. So next to being there live, that's going to be your very best option. So please take advantage of that. There's a lot of learning, I think, that you'll get from that, and just helping ourselves to develop that practice of stillness and to be able to, again, control the thoughts, and the types of thoughts that we put into our minds will bring out the feelings that we want from our heart, right? That we talked about last week, that heart voice versus that head voice, to help you to become where you want. Right, let's do some recognition. So these are our program champions. I was really excited, and I know we still have a few people that are so super close to finishing, so we'll be able to recognize more people in April. But congratulations first to Rebecca Lee, who finished lift 4, which I spelled incorrectly here. But I just have to tell you, like, I'm so proud of her, because I know this program really challenged her, and it was something that she probably wouldn't normally take on, but she was doing it with her husband. And I think even like at times when he dropped off, like it would have been easy for her to say, okay, well, I'm not doing this either. But she really, really just kept with it. And this picture was taken, I think just a week or so ago, maybe 10 days exactly, actually, I think. And I just want you to I just want to recognize, Rebecca, like your confidence, right? Like your posture, like just your excitement, everything about you says like, I freaking did this and I owned it. And I know that translates beyond the program when we feel like that and when we have that. So congratulations. I'm so, so happy for you. And this is absolutely my favorite Beachbody program. I love it because it's so adaptable. Lift 4 is something that you can do as a standalone program. It's 4 days a week. Or something that you really fits good into an active lifestyle. So if you're someone, and especially like with summer coming up and things like that, if you're somebody who likes to do like some lifting and wants to have some structured program, but also loves to get out and walk or swim or bike or run, whatever those things are that you love to do outside, hiking, this is a really great complement for that. You can have that structured workout, but you also have days where you can add some other things in, and it just fits so, so nicely. So Rebecca, congratulations. And also congratulations to Liz Xiao. So she finished A Little Obsessed. Now I love this because Liz actually, I should put both, because I don't even think we were able to recognize her in March, because I think she finished, or in February, in our February calls, because I think she finished right after that. But I have to add too here that I'm just thinking about that she finished 9-week Control Freak. And then over the last couple of weeks, she's kind of picked up with some different programs in Beachbody On Demand. And she also finished A Little Obsessed. So I think she's a 2-program finisher. Oh, this is awesome. And I'm so proud of her. And I really wanted to highlight this program. So A Little Obsessed is still a 5-day program. So, but you guys, like, it's finishing a program, and it's such a great thing to take advantage of some of those short courses. There's several programs in there that are very like mini programs, either as kind of a complement to starting another program like A Little Obsessed, or before lift 4, or there's one before 6 weeks of the work. I can't remember what they call it exactly. There's like Shanti week, there's several programs that are like these 5-day mini courses. And I just want to say, like, it's so fun to do that. And if you are somebody who you just haven't been able to finish a program, do something like that, right? It's like a mini win in your belt that'll actually go so far, because only less than 70% of people who ever start a program don't finish a workout program, right? 70%. Think about that. You guys, that is not you, because when you come in here and you focus and you follow the calendar, you stay in the body group and be accountable, like, you can accomplish so much. So I just want to tell you that, like, there's programs of all different sizes and lengths, as far as how long the workouts are, how many days the workout programs are. So don't ever feel like none of that matters, because it all matters, right? We don't have to do a 90-day program or a 13-week program. Like, this one is just as big a deal. And being able to finish will bring you a lot of joy. So congratulations, Liz, with a little obsessed. And then I want to talk to you about 9-week control freak, because this girl is like money. So Liz lost, I think it was about 3 pounds doing the program, but I have to tell you, like, inches, she lost 14 and a half, almost 15 inches, I think. 15 inches. And you guys, I have to tell you, like, sometimes, like, we just look at that weight on the scale and we use that as a benchmark for our success, when it's just such a small part of the story of what's really happening. So losing 14 inches really will reshape your body. And it was fun to see her pictures as she's posted those every month, to see that change from the beginning of the year. So I'm just going to say, Liz, keep going. Like, the weight will fall off, but keep losing inches, because if anything, like, that's what I would love to see, is those inches fall away, because that's really body shaping right there. So congratulations, my friend. And 9-week control freak, such a great program. 3 phases, and you can do it off the wall, or you can do it with the bands, and the, what is that called? Like the wall strap, I guess, maybe is what it's called. But in either way, it's really fun and it's great. And I'm so proud of you, my friend. So congratulations. Let's recognize our impact award, right? So our Be Fit for Life impact person is given to somebody that you guys all vote for, that's made an impact in our circle. So I'm really happy to announce for us today, congratulations, Erin Huber. So here's a few things about Erin. Erin is always showing up weekly. I know how much she has on her plate, and it's inspiring to see her work so hard to take care of herself. I love seeing Erin on our Sunday meditation sessions. I loved it too. So congratulations. If you don't know Erin well, as far as her story, so she's a mom of twins, a boy and a girl. I think they're 5 now. They're in kindergarten. And she is working part-time, but sometimes full-time. And then she's also going to school, graduate school, full-time. And she's almost done with all of her school to be don't even know if I know the title specifically. It's at the tip of my tongue here, but she's going to be helping as a speech therapist. And she's so good at it. And it's just so fun to really see what she's been able to do, but she's worked so hard, like endlessly, and to still really, at a time when it seems like that would be the last thing you'd want to do is spend time on yourself. Like, she's just been such a shining example to me too, to see that she's always worked to still make that impact and put herself first, and recognizes how important that is. So it is important, you guys. And I love that we have examples here in this group from all shapes, walks of life, people busy with so many different things in our life, right? And just coming from different circumstances. But at the end of the day, like, it's all about us helping ourselves to be a priority, so that we can take better care of all of the other things that are important in our life too. So Erin, hats off. I'm so proud of you, my friend. Congratulations. All right, I wanted to do just a little bit of training tonight, and I titled this, It Is Possible, because I really want you guys to know and understand that anything that you want to accomplish is possible, right? And I'm going to give you 4 tips to really how to make that happen. but I want you to just put yourself back in last week or in last month's training. Again, it was awesome. If you guys need to rewatch that, go back and find the training or message me. You can go onto my YouTube page. Everything's there as well. But I was able to take Rebecca through what I call the thought model, right? Which is basically helping us understand that we all have circumstances, right? Some facts of whatever it is that is happening right now in our life, and that we might be struggling with, or things. So that facts are like just things that in a court of law we could all agree on, right? They just are. From those facts, we develop stories or thoughts, and we develop those because of our past experience, right? Our mind uses what we've been through before to interpret how we look at those facts, right? And that becomes that story. And that story generates feelings in our body. And from those feelings, it either brings action or inaction, right? So if it's feelings that are not good, right? I call those our head voice, right? Things that are rooted in scarcity because they only come from our past experience. They're usually doubt, fear, shame, guilt, right? All of those things. They usually, the actions they take either hold us back or we don't take any action, right? It might be inaction that we're taking, or things were what I call buffering activities that distract us, that are built there to distract us or take those feelings away, right? To try to remove those feelings. And then whatever action we take or do not take manifests the results that we get, right? And I want you to know, like, the result will always go back to reinforcing whatever it is, the story that we tell in our mind, right? So if that story is positive, something that's leading us forward, right, to feel good, our heart voice, and love, gratitude, purpose, abundance, all of those things, like, we're going to take action that's going to move us forward, that's going to give us positive results, it's going to enforce that. But if we're stuck in these negative stories, right, or sometimes called limiting beliefs, it makes us feel stuck or inadequate, or that we can't do something or can't move forward. That inner work is a lot of what we're going to be doing in the mind and body confidence camp. And I want you to tell you, like, it's the most important thing. So I'm going to teach you some thoughts tonight that I want you to remember, so that you always can tell yourself when things get hard or when you question your abilities, that you can tell yourself it is possible. Like, this is possible for me. So let's dig in here. So the first thought is, I am worth it, right? I am worth it. You guys, we are always worth the work. Like, there's not a time where you doing something positive and beneficial to yourself will not benefit others, right? So I want you to really, when you think about things where you're not feeling worthy of doing the things that you need or want to, I want you to remember this thought for yourself. I am worth it, right? And then ask yourself these questions. How is this better for me? How is this going to impact me positively, right? How is what I'm wanting to do, how is it going to impact my family? And lastly, how is this going to impact the world, my community, the way I show up for other people, right? How is this going to be worth? How is this going to make an impact, right? And all of those things, they will always come back to let you know, I am worthy, right? You are worth it. You were put here on this earth to make improvements, to work, to help strive and have goals. And that always makes us worth the work and the effort to get there. Number 2, I am capable. I am capable. I can do whatever it is that my mind says to. Like, I want you to think of that. I am capable. Like, think of something that you struggle with. And when you tell yourself that, I am capable, what comes up? Solutions, right? Like the things that we think about when we're I am capable. And when we start thinking that, it automatically opens us up to, how can I do this, right? How is this possible? Because I can do the things that I want to do. And there are many ways that I can do that, right? I don't have to do that alone. I am capable because I can reach out to other people. I am capable because I have resources. I am capable because I can figure things out. I am capable of finding out an answer. I am capable of trying something. And if it doesn't work, trying something else. right? There's so many things that we're capable of doing that we always have an option to move forward. We always have something that we can do, right? So when I find myself struggling and I can stop myself and say, I am capable, right? And then I just listen to what that means. And I know that I'll be directed to a thought of what I can do. No matter how small, there's something I can do right now that'll help to elevate me. Number 3, it is possible blank, right? So I love to remember this because, again, when we look at what's possible, it automatically is pointing to our future. It automatically is pointing to our future. You can't say it is possible and then look to the past. When we say talk about possible, it just focuses us on moving forward. So I want you to remember that first and foremost. It is possible will always point you forward, and that will mean you will always be speaking from your heart voice. It will always point you to actions, right? It will point you to actions. So what is possible, right? It is possible for me to make changes. It is possible for me to do the work. It is possible for me to make this successful. It is possible for me to eat well. It is possible for me to exercise every day. It is possible for me to spend some time on myself, right? It is possible. What is that for you? And there's so many things that you can fill in there. And I just always want you to remember, like when we speak that word, right? We speak confidence into our future. And I love this because a lot of times when we think of affirmations, like we think about telling ourselves things like I am beautiful, or I am thin, or I am, whatever. And our minds don't believe that. But when I tell my mind, this is possible for me, right? It isn't me saying like, I do this already. It's me saying I'm capable of this, right? Going back up to number 2, I am worth this. I could do this. I can do this, and we can make it happen. It is possible. And the 4th one that I want to teach you about, to remember what's possible for you, is I don't have to figure this out alone. What a great thing to tell ourselves all the time. This one actually is, it's making me emotional, but you guys, like, because I was the queen of trying to do this alone. I would hide my goals within me, feeling like if I didn't succeed, it would be okay because nobody would know but me. But all of that did was not allow me to move forward, because when I did that, it automatically told my mind that you don't think you can do this, right? What I was really saying wasn't that, I'm going to just hold this to myself. It was saying, I'll be ashamed if I don't do this. I don't want to face that rejection or just that feeling in myself, right? And when I tell myself those things, what's happening in my mind and behind in that subconscious mind is telling myself, you can't do this. That's why you're hiding this, because you're not capable, right? And all of those thoughts. So when I started just expressing things, like saying things out loud, there's so much freedom when we just say it out loud. Those fears, those doubts, those insecurities, those things that we don't know yet, we could be possible for us, right? When we start speaking to those, and then we start surrounding ourselves with people that will lift us up, it's awesome. We have so many resources. We have so many people. There's so many things that we can surround ourselves to help us figure out the answers, to help us figure out how it works. And there's no one way that this works and doesn't work to hit our goals. There's nothing that's more right than others. It's all about figuring out what works best for us. And to do that, we've got to just take chances. We've got to go and put in the work. We've got to put in some action, and we'll either be successful or we'll learn, right? And we don't have to figure this out alone. We don't have to go on this journey alone, right? In fact, there's a quote by Brian Tracy, and he said, if you find yourself at the top and you're lonely, you didn't do it right. I love that. If you find yourself at the top and you're lonely, you did not do this right. We're social beings. Like, we are not built to do this alone. We're not built to figure out everything that we need to on our own. And why would we, when there's so many people who are just a step or two ahead of us that can help us, guide us up our ladder, right? What's the next rung? What's the next step? What's the next thing to do? So always, you guys, I want you to remember hitting your goals, losing weight, being healthier, feeling your best, loving who you are, loving this body, this temple of who you are, loving your life, your capabilities, your characteristics, all of those things. It is possible. It's more than possible. It will happen. And as you exercise these 4 affirmations and apply them into your life and let them propel your heart voice so that you move forward, you will experience tremendous results that will continue to speed up because you'll start gaining confidence and motivation on your side all of the time. Remember, you are worth it. I am worth it. I am capable. It is possible because of all the things. And I don't have to figure this out alone. Remember those things, you guys. Put them into action and this is going to be an amazing month. You are going to get what you put in, right? You're going to get out of this group what you put into it. You're going to get out of your results what you put into that. So stop playing small. Think big. Go after something really big this month and be all in. And the best way to be invested is to share that and to lean into other people that can support you and really make this happen. So I'm excited for this month, you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. I'm so proud to lead this group, to mentor you, to help you to know that whatever you want is possible. Might take time. It's definitely going to take work, but that can be a really great thing. And it doesn't have to be hard. It just takes consistency, practice, and being with people that help us to see what is possible. I look forward to our April 4th start date. You guys, like I said, this month, make sure you start digging out that Bootcamp Bible. Go through the goals section. Set yourself up for success. Use the tools that are in there. There's so much there for your personal growth, to help you with your meal prepping, to help you with aligning your goals and to figure out all of those things to be successful. But you have to do it. You have to want it and you have to put that in place. So do that for you. And I'm here for you every single step of the way. And there's so many other people in this group that are too. So cheers. Let's have a beautiful month.